What are some of the challenges you feel that young adults face in the future?
So I'm an optimist to the core. So as I talk to young people about the future, I encourage them to think about the broad horizons that are available to them that weren't available to me when I was their age. Having said that, I do think there are a number of challenges of what it means to be a young adult in the 21st century. You no longer are just competing against other people, you're competing against AI. Young people are being told that some of the jobs to which they aspire aren't even going to exist in 10 years. As I've mentioned in other conversations, you're not only competing with your peers in your own school or your own community, you're competing with anyone in the world who could also be applying for a position at that institution or in that organization. So I think there are a number of challenges that young people face. And then when we add to that things like climate change, the mental health crisis that's facing a number of young people, it can be a pretty daunting time to be a young person and to look toward the future.
How do you think CQ will help them face these challenges?
I'm really committed that cultural intelligence has to be a part of equipping young people to face these challenges. I don't think it's the only solution, but at its core, cultural intelligence is about, can I adapt to a changing environment? Can I read a situation and still find myself and be true to myself, but also adapt to what's needed? And so with cultural intelligence, it gives a young person a skill set that is not just fixed upon whatever they happen to study in university, but will they be able to adapt and change to the kinds of things I couldn't even anticipate will be going on in our world 20 years from now.
Would being culturally intelligent equate or represent a desire to be also culturally curious?
Yeah, curiosity is absolutely linked to cultural intelligence. In fact, it's one of the things that we measure in our assessment. To what degree do you have the interest, drive, and openness to understand other cultures? The only caution I would give is, while I'm a huge proponent of curiosity, and my next book is actually devoted to the whole idea of curiosity as we travel, they're not one and the same, meaning you could be very curious about different cultures and still not have the skill set to know how to actually work or navigate through those different cultures. So it's a piece of it, but it's not enough to just be curious.
So, in your views, what are some of the issues in the global world today that can be improved with strong cultural intelligence?
As I look at our world today from a very geopolitical standpoint, clearly we see that we are very divided in deciding, should we be a global world or should we be a tribal world? And cultural intelligence has to be able to address that without vilifying one another and saying one is right and what is wrong. So I think cultural intelligence really has to be key at helping people navigate some of the volatile changes that are happening as we seek to figure out how we all get along in today's global world.